And what advice would you have, like, for some of your peers, CISOs, who are? I'm going to suggest that a lot of them are a little bit stuck in the mud in this area. Maybe there's some existing processes, some inertia, some budget challenges. Like, what should they do? Is this a time for them to try to make their case to management, to make an investment? Is there immediate ROI that shows up? What advice would you have? Because I know you and I both run around with a lot of CISOs, and some of them are in fact struggling, and they'd be saying, "Yeah, this all sounds great, Mike, but how do I move in that direction?" What do you usually tell them?
Yeah, it's often boils down to we don't know it all. So talk to your people.
Yeah,
And one thing that I've always said, right, is ask the team. It's like, what do you hate about your life? And if they say it's, hey, working in this ticketing system and playing whack-a-mole all day, then that's something you should probably address because happy people are better producers. They stay longer. And when you have a good solid culture where people enjoy doing investigations, right? Because to me, coming from the military, like I love the battle, right? And to me, every time we start seeing something, now when we go all in, right? That's fun. That's exciting. Um, to dig deeper, to figure out the who, what, when, where, and why. Um, that should be what we're doing and why we're doing it. That's really like nobody wants to type in tickets, right? And nobody wants to
right.
have 30 tabs in Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or whatever it's called nowadays. You want to be efficient and get the information that you need in order to make a sound decision and assessment. And if you don't know how to do it, then look at the tools that you have in place to see how you can further tune and tweak them to make them better. And I think that's really important.
When you ask your team what's the worst thing in their life, you hope they don't say you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now,
That's why I
I
would
mean,
never ask that question. I know not to ask that because I think my name would be the answer too many times.
yeah, I know, and I think holistically, right? It's culture is extremely important, and it should be fun, but it's also important to, you know, people need to be able to say no, and people need to also be able to say like, hey, have we thought about this? And yeah, it just security, cybersecurity, information security in general is really fun.
Yeah,
And I think if we start with that and we make everybody's experience as they show up to work, whether that's in office or remote, like be excited about what you're doing.
I
It
hear you.
is awesome, awesome what we get to see and the tech and the tooling and the velocity that our day to day is changing is amazing.